every province has one place like that, and they also are part of the world, let's say, foundation, not foundation, or movement of chefs. And you're gonna see there how they do a typical Cuban dish, and then we're gonna have our lunch there. Okay, so I have here the menus. I think that they're written in Spanish. Yes. Well, for those, maybe someone here knows a little bit of Spanish. No one. So those who don't know Spanish, they don't want the menu. No. So I would like to know one thing first of all. Do we have any vegetarians or something here in our group? No. Meat. They have, the main dish is fish. Someone else wants the menu? No? So we're 15, but today we're 19. Yeah. So going to the matter now. So now we're taking the Malecon. Malecon is the seafront that we have here to your left. Malecon has around 7 kilometers, and it connects from east to west. Okay, it was built by parts, and they started in 1901. And they finished it in 1958. Okay, so Havana City is divided by different municipalities. So where your hotel is located, the municipality name is Plaza de la Revolución, that means Revolution Square. And the neighborhood is called Vedado. Vedado is one of the most important neighborhoods in our city for many reasons: government institutions, cultural institutions, and many other things. Where we are right now is called Centro Habana. So if you look to your right, the main building, or the tall building that you see over there, it's a clinical and surgical hospital. It's one of the most important hospitals in our city, that is called Hermanos Armejeiras. And at the beginning, the idea with this building is having there the main headquarters of the National Bank of Cuba. At the end, the idea didn't work out, and with the triumph of the revolution, they turned it into the hospital that is it today. So far, people do understand. Am I going too fast? Am I going okay? Right? So Centro Habana, the municipality that we're going through right now, it's a municipality that maybe for you, that when you see it like this, you say it's a little bit old. The thing is that our city, or Havana City, was a small village when it was founded in 1519, and it was surrounded by city walls. They started to build the city walls between the 16th and the 17th century. After that, the city began to grow up, and they had to take away the walls of the city, so people began to move to the west. Basically, the whole urbanization of our city happened through the west, because we had no communication with the eastern part of the city until 1915. So the average age of the buildings here is between 70 and 80 years. And all the restoration process that you see all over this area is led by the Office of the Historian of the city. His name is Eusebio Leal. And a little bit of information, during the early 90s, we had a very strong economical crisis that affected basically everything in our country. So the government gave the possibility to this man to create a company. So he created this company that is called Abaguanex in 1996. Inside the area of Old Havana, he built hotels, cafeterias, restaurants, and many other things. So all the profits and incomes that come from those hotels and restaurants are used in the restoration process and other projects, of course. But it doesn't only happen in the area of Old Havana. It goes out from the area of Old Havana and even to other cities of our island that are considered World Heritage. Okay? So as I was telling you, now we're going to visit the Morro Castle. The Morro Castle and La Cabaña Fortress that you're going to see it in a couple of minutes to your left is one of the most longest and one of the most expensive ones from the Spanish Kingdom. Why? Because Cuba, due the strategical position, all the ships that came from Spain and that were going to Latin American countries and vice versa, they stopped in Cuba, so Cuba was very wealthy because of this, and also constantly was under attacks of buccaneers and corsairs. So there was a very strong attack of a very well-known pirate, Jacques de Soret, in 1555 that devastated basically the whole village. And by a royal order of the King of Spain, they decided to build the Morro Castle, the one that has the lighthouse to your left, and a little bit further, y La Cabaña, which is the fortress that goes a little bit further. And on this side of the bay, you have El Castillo de La Punta Castle. So during the colonial times, there was a chain that closed the entrance of the bay, and that chain came from the Morro Castle up to El Castillo de La Punta Castle. And even every night today, there is a cannon blast ceremony at 9 p.m. that commemorates or that shows you how this whole ceremony of opening and closing the bay and the city walls happened. Now we're going to enter the tunnel that was finished in 1958. As I was telling you, our city basically was urbanized to the west because we had no communication. Although we have a bag-shaped bay, you had to go all the way around to get to the eastern part. That's why everybody, basically the whole city was urbanized to that side of the city. And this tunnel was built by a French company, La Marseillaise, yes, by a French company, and a couple of years ago it was restored by this same company. So now we're going under the bay, okay? So is it the first time for everybody here in Cuba, or have you been here before? Are people tired? Were you hanging around, or do you need maybe some mojitos? Yes? Okay, now I understand. And a big cigar. Yes. Now I understand. You don't have too much energy. Okay. So now we have gotten to the eastern, we're entering the eastern part of our city. Okay? Yes. So we're going to visit the Morro Castle that was finished in the 17th century. And as I said before, the whole castle and the fortress was the longest and the most expensive one from the Spanish Kingdom. Even here at the fortress, every year we have the book fair and many other things. Che Guevara had a main headquarters here after the triumph of the revolution, and even a little bit further, there's you will find the house of Che Guevara for 4 months after the triumph of the revolution. Okay, so when we get to the Morro Castle, I'm gonna give you, let's say, 15 minutes so you can take pictures. You will find from there the most beautiful view of Havana. Okay, so I think you will enjoy it. So now it's 10:32. So let's say 10:50 to be fair. Okay. You can leave your things on the bus. The driver and me are going to be here. We're professionals, so there's nothing to worry about. Okay.